When you come in and shut the door, we can.
You're live.
You want to sit down? I'll show you.
Okay. Do you got you? Oh, this is a great studio here. Love it. Oh, did you put Do Not Disturb on? Can you do it without doing Do Not Disturb?
2 seconds, Adam.
Right. You got it, I guess. We're gonna sling studio on yours just in case. We'll roll with it. Oh. Now you're good. There you go. I'm good. Can you hear me good? Okay, good. In case that kicks off.
How would we know?
Well, you won't know, but if you have yours open, you're good. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're doing well on a Saturday, and thank you for tuning in to Real Estate with Ryan. If you guys don't know, my name's Ryan Coleman, and I'm always here in the studios with my lovely co-host, April Coleman.
You've got it. Hello.
So we're like in the Bat Cave today.
I know.
We're recording in different studios. Adam's got us in here, and it's different. We did a show out here. I think one of our first shows we did, seniors, and Eric was helping us. And
never forget, poor Eric.
poor Eric. Poor Eric. He works. They're so patient with us over here.
I know they are.
We're high maintenance. So thanks to all the guys that help us out. And I said it every week, man. All the staff, everybody that works with us, everybody that supports us, everybody that helps us or has to deal with us. Let me rephrase that. Really makes us look good, and we always appreciate them.
You got it.
All the hard work that they do, it doesn't go unknown.
Yes.
Even if you like the Kansas City Chiefs, it's okay. No, he said, but. So I hope you guys are doing well. We're recording this, and obviously it's coming on Saturday. But it's good because we just had a little Halloween.
Yes.
Yes, right? So we did that yesterday, took our daughter out trick-or-treating, which is always eventful.
It is.
Right.
She makes me laugh.
She was our little witch.
She was.
Was she? She was a little grumpy.
I know. She was a little bit grumpy, but she said, at one point she said she's a good witch, and then she turns and said, I'm a bad witch. So, personality change. It was pretty funny.
That was funny. What's your thoughts on Halloween? How would you rate it? Is it overrated now, or are kids getting over Halloween, or?
No, Halloween's never going to be overrated. Who doesn't want candy?
That's true.
I mean, everybody wants a chance to have.
I don't know.
Like
I was wondering, but we took her through the neighborhood. You'd think she would be all excited about candy and everything like that, and then, a couple blocks, it's like
she's tired.
I'm tired. I'm ready to go.
Fine with me.
She must just be like her daddy. I'm like, we're ready to go back to the house.
She was like, carry me up the hill. I'm tired. I was like, no way.
But Mama's ready to go to another neighborhood.
I know. I was ready to get all the candy.
Anyway, we got a good show for you guys. So a lot of things going on. We'll get over any housekeeping issues, news, things we want to talk about, and then we'll jump into our show. But our show, you guys are sticking around because it's a good one. Homeowners reveal their top non-negotiable, no deal. I'm not buying it amenities.
Right, I'm not buying it if it doesn't have these things.
So these are a must. These are what we found. National Association of Realtors, will give them the credit that they deserve. Came out with this article. right at the end of September and start talking about things that buyers are not willing to negotiate on anymore.
You got it. Yeah, that's what we'll talk about today.
Any news? What we got going on now? We just closed out October, guys, and it's been an awesome fall, and very, very busy. A lot of listings taken, a lot of families helped, and a lot of closings.
Yes.
And I expect the last 60 days. Is that crazy that we've got 60 days?
I can't believe it. It always, I feel like, comes on really, really quick. October is gone in literally a blink, and then the next thing you know, you're like, it's Thanksgiving. Oh no, it's Christmas. So
I tell all our clients that everybody talks about next year, and I said, really, we're chatting yesterday. You got 2 weeks for Thanksgiving. You got 2 weeks for basically Christmas, and you got New Year's. We got 30 days to find a buyer.
I know.
They're like, Ryan, really? It's that quick? It is that quick. And so that's how the year's going. Awesome year, a lot going on in elections, so be glad to stop seeing election ads.
Yes, you got that right.
I don't know if you're over them, but I'm over them. So.
Yes, I am too.
Good news, maybe some other election ads. We got our new commercial coming out next week.
Speaking
Is it awesome?
Ads, maybe we'll start running.
You'll see yours truly over here, Mrs. Coleman, out there in the screen. Maybe you'll see her.
I know. You will see me.
Yeah, and I kid with everybody. So why are you doing TV and radio and some different stuff? I got into TV not really knowing what I was doing, but the thing that got me sold and keep on doing it, my daughter was maybe about 8 months old, 9 months old, and the cutest thing ever, and of course I wanted to see our spots running, and you want to see where you're running and things like that. But she came in the living room. It was like the first time ever, and she said, "Dad, Dad, that's Dad, Dad." I said, I'm sold. Every time she sees me, she hollers my name. It's the cutest thing ever. And I said, "That's Daddy. I have 2 daddies. I have 2 daddies on TV. So it's just the cutest thing ever. So why do you keep running TV ads?" Just because she hollers at me.
She does.
The other day, Coleman House is a little wild.
Always.
We'll get into the topic, guys. We want to kind of talk about this. I told you, we're open book here. You guys know us. We've been here almost going on a year, so I feel like we'll open up our whole life. I think that's the only fair. If you're going to hire us, you get the kids and you get a little bit of the dogs and the Coleman Crazy House. We get a little bit of that.
Coleman Crazies. That's what we can be now.
The Coleman Crazies. Just going to brand that on us. But we were in the house. We were talking about it, and she was running through. And at the Coleman House, I was like, "Well, if you see Daddy, let me know." And she says, all of a sudden I'm downstairs, and this has been some time ago, and she goes, "Daddy, Daddy." I said, "Lord," I come running up the stairs. "What's going on, Kinsley? I see you on TV." I said, "Lord, girl, you give me a heart attack." So those are some of the things that we deal with.
She helps us keep track.
She helps us keep track. April helps me keep track on the show. But
yes.
Anyway, so congratulations to some good clients that we have coming on the market. New listing in Sequoia Hills.
Yes.
It is a beautiful, beautiful estate, over 11,000 square feet, 1.8 million. It's a must-see. That's going to hit the market this week. Super excited about that. New property that we've got coming out in the Pigeon Forge, Sevierville area.
Yes.
Basement, totally renovated. They're building something, and it has awesome views, and it's very secluded. And that's coming on the market as well.
Yes.
What else do we have?
Thimblefields.
Yeah. Oh.
Riversound.
Riversound. Got a new listing coming in Riversound. I told you October's very busy. Overlooks views of the water.
From that back porch.
It's about 8,000 square feet, something like that.
It's pretty great.
That's another one that's going to hit the market in a couple weeks.
Yes.
And
we have 2 new listings that just hit. One is on Beat Street in Clinton, and then one is on Livia Drive in Marable. Livia Drive has some really great views of the mountains right there on their big, huge porch in the front. So it's really nice. And then a couple of congrats. We just sold Woods Circle and Quail Roost this week. And then we have a couple coming up next week, Mill Chase and Brantley. So congrats to them. And then we have some brand new pendings, which is Hewer Street in Sweetwater.
Right.
Went quick. And then all of the cabins for the parishes on Ogle Hills is now pending.
that's a good thing. That took a little work. There was 4 of them, almost close to 800,000 or 900,000, but they were some work.
I know.
Not done yet, but we're crossing the fingers. Excited for the parishes.
You've got it. So we'll have more coming up next week.
That's the news of the week. Okay, let's get into our show. We're talking about the essentials. What is a must if you're buying a home nowadays? Some of the things that you go, hey, we say, what's our wish list? What's our must list? And then this is, what is the non-negotiable? Like April don't even show me homes if it doesn't have this.
Right. Exactly.
So what's the first thing?
Well, the first thing is, after they did a survey, they found that the number one thing 82% of people have to have is central AC and heat. So that is number one.
You almost think that that's a given in today's market.
You would think, but if they have window units, they're like, no, not going to do it. Or the heaters, the floor heaters and stuff like that. So that's a number one thing.
What do you think on some of these older homes? I mean, they're beautiful, and some of them haven't been upgraded to central air.
Right.
Is that a necessity to have that upgrade?
I mean, for 82% of the people, it is. But some people don't mind. I mean, you get in some of these rural areas and, they don't have the central heat and air, and they have window units, or they have the stove heaters and stuff like that. So some people obviously don't mind it, but, other people say it's their must-have, that they will not buy a home unless it has it.
There's a lot of technology out now that wasn't out years ago. And so some of the older homes with the ductwork, how it was built, the crawl space, just the design of that whole possibility, sometimes kind of restricted the possibilities of going central air, or cost prohibitive, didn't make sense. But they sell these units now. It's not central air, but they have those units, Mitsubishi's or the indoor units, and they can control heating and cooling. So sometimes those are good options. I know it's not window units and things, but it's almost a given, like you said, that you expect to have that kind of upgrade,
right? Especially
spring and summer time of the months.
But. Exactly. But some people don't have it, and some people don't mind. So there you go on that one. The next one is 58.5% of people say they want a private patio or backyard of some sort.
A patio. Was that bigger in our list when we were looking?
Like a patio, a deck, something like that.
I knew that was big when we were looking, right?
Build it on if we need to. So, but backyard was a big one for us because we have dogs.
Right.
So that was a big one.
And I think that's big. We see in a lot of families, kids, soccer, they're doing a lot of things out in the backyard. So.
Right, exactly. But a lot of people say that, they don't mind it. Some people want a small backyard and just enough room to put a swing set, or just enough room. They don't want to mow a lot or anything like that. So, make sure you look at that. Backyard, no backyard.
Now, we've got more on those topics. We're coming up on a hard break, but stay with us. We'll talk about those items and so much more. You listen to Real Estate with Ryan.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for staying with us today. Real Estate with Ryan in the Bat Cave. This is our separate studios. This is the VIP, baby. This is only where it gets good. We get the special treatment over here, so taking care of us on a Thursday. Yep. Hope you guys doing awesome. Listen, before I jump right off here, and make sure I remind myself in the audience, big announcement. Brooke, our marketing department, Kentucky, Tennessee. Next game coming up, 50-yard line. All you got to do, go to Instagram, Ryan Coleman CEO, Ryan Coleman CEO. Follow the page. It's that simple. And you could be entered to win Tuesday. Right around Tuesday gives you time to get to the game and make your plans for the week. It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm hoping April lets me go. So I think
you've been saying every week.
We only got a couple more games. And so this is the last game this year that we're going to give away for football. We may do some men's stuff for the basketball season. I'm checking in that today. But make sure you like the page, guys. Know anybody, share or like our page. And keep your notifications turned on. Somebody's going to get the tickets, man. Hope you guys have an awesome week. Back to the Bat Cave. Thank you guys for staying with us. On the other side of the break, we were chatting a little bit about the non-negotiable items, and April was talking about the heating and cooling. AC is a must. I think it's almost a given nowadays. But one thing, just to kind of piggyback on that item, is if you have your home on the market, if you're putting it on the market and you can't afford central air or don't want to make the improvements, just price it accordingly.
Yes.
Get an estimate, and then we know if that HVAC is $3,500 to $5,000, then we've got that in the price for wiggle room or adjustment.
Got it. Perfect. Moving on to the third one is a guest bedroom. That's kind of important to people. that they say that they want that extra bedroom just in case. That's 41.9% of the people.
So mama can come over, right?
That's right. Anybody can come over. Now, some of these, guest bedroom on down, they're not as important to people. The 2 is central heat and air and the private patio backyard, so they can entertain and not, burn up either. So then I'm just going to go down the list for these other ones that just aren't so important. Walk-in closets, good orientation, meaning the way that the house faces, hardwood floors, good view, storm windows, formal dining room, granite or marble countertops, solar panels, stainless steel appliances, a swimming pool. So those are some of the amenities and essentials that they would like to have that aren't as important, but they're important. So remember those.
Well, let's go. I want to kind of look at that list and chat with you on that. You say everything in the kitchen, the house makes the kitchen, appliances, it's granite. We're doing a renovation now, and we're like, hey, you got to upgrade the appliances, you got to do granite. Stainless steel appliances, that list is pretty low at
it is.
At 11%. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think that if a buyer walks into a house and they see that there's not any stainless steel appliances, it means that they're not going to not buy the house because that's something that they can replace. But, they're saying, if it has stainless steel appliances, but it doesn't have central AC, I'm moving on because it's not as important to them.
I think one thing that is probably very important on the list, and it ranked pretty high, it's 26% good view. Real estate's always location. So whether you're up in the Smoky Mountains, some of those cabins that we sold with the awesome view as the leaves start turning, and no wonder that they're rented 364 days out of 365.
Yeah,
because of the views,
right.
And everybody wants to come to the Smokies, and then so if you're in a subdivision like Farragut that we're just selling, you get the awesome view of the backyard. You got great neighbors in front of you. You don't have a lot of traffic on the main road.
Right.
Some of those things you can't change.
Exactly.
So we still see that's going to carry. And then solar panels. I didn't think that was. I think that's a little bit overrated.
Yeah, definitely.
They're at 11% on solar panels.
Right.
And the biggest thing, and we'll move on with that, is pool. So some of our higher end luxury properties have infinity pools. Some of them just have a basic pool. You see, and that's either a plus or minus.
Right.
Make or break. Either you love the pool or not. I don't think. Sometimes it's more for convenience, I think, and more for your family. I always tell our clients that so many of the upgrades that we've done to your home, things that you put into your home, it's so hard to turn around and kind of write a price tag of everything that we put in there, and then come back and give it to the new owner and be like, hey, here you go. I put that infinity pool. Like, yeah, but I don't want a pool. But I love your house.
I love your house, but the pool's not important.
But the pool cost me $100,000.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to pay $100,000 more.
Exactly.
And so that's the pushback is a lot of times we make these upgrades and they're for us and our enjoyment and we've got the use out of it, but the market's going to set that benchmark. So that's important to watch. And so
definitely.
That's good. So money matters. Is that the next section?
Well, yeah, this is you have baby boomers. That's 1946 to 1964, people born in that age group, and then you have Gen Xers, which is 1965 to 1979, and then you have millennials, it's 1988 and prior. Now, my generation, which is not in this category, but we're Gen Y.
Hey, she look at me like that.
You're in another category.
Oh.
I'm in Gen Y.
Oh, see. So we're going low here in real estate with Brian. It's going
1980 to 1994. So I'm the younger one at the crowd. So
it pays to marry young. Huh?
I know, right? My goodness. So this category breaks down baby boomers, Gen X, and millennials as to what they will pay for these different items that we went over. So it's a pretty interesting chart. Will they pay more? Will they pay less for some of these items? So we can go over some of that.
We give the money person. I'll let you run that segment.
Yeah, so this is central AC and heat. Millennials will pay over $6,000 to make sure that they have it. And baby boomers only pay like $3,600. So you can see that it's not as important to them. They can live without it or with it, I guess. So formal dining room, Generation X will pay more money to have a formal dining room. A good view is Generation X. They want a good view. Now, granite or marble countertops, Millennials are the ones that really want that, paying $2,400, and baby boomers run right behind it. I think that's another portion that we're going to talk about. But one article that we pulled said that that it's important to the baby boomers to have granite countertops. Like, they've lived in their house for years and years, and now they want to buy a different house, and granite countertops is something that they've never had, so now they want it. And so that's pretty interesting.
The young generation, they just want everything clean, everything hip, everything technology. I just want it on my iPhone. I want to put it on the Wi-Fi. I want to sync all this and do all that. And
yes,
I don't
like
want
solar panels.
I don't want a yard. I want to be free.
Exactly. That's true. That's true. So they'll pay a lot for solar panels. $5,400. It's a lot. So anyway, so that's just a few things that mainly the millennials want, all the nice fancy stuff.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
All right. So fair market value. We're going to the 5 non-negotiables for today, and the first thing obviously comes into a point is fair market value. Show me the money. What's the price on it? I'm willing to pay your price, but I'm not willing to overpay for your home.
Exactly.
Just had a hard conversation. We got to go meet some clients later this evening on an offer that we have, and it's the conversation that we have all the time. As the market's changing, I want X, but I'm only going to get a certain amount.
Right.
And that conversation's hard.
Exactly.
And they said, Ryan, you know we can't take that price. I understand. And you smile when you say that. I understand.
Yes.
Because
we do understand.
And we do, and it makes it challenging. But the hard thing is, these tough conversations is really what we need to have sometimes when you've been in the market 90, 120 days. The feedback is that the price is there. The market's slowing down. You've moved out of the home. What do we do? You really only got a couple options. Either we add more value to the property, we spend more money on it, which really doesn't make most financial sense, or we really have to look objectively at the home, what the buyers are saying, the feedback. I'll give you an example. It may not be the best example. I may come out when I'm not in a suit or whatever, and I think I'm looking hip, dressing, wearing, and my wife says, don't be wearing that. Like, but I'm like, I think I look good. I think this looks good. No, don't do that. Don't go out looking like that.
It's true.
I have to be open,
to know that it doesn't.
To know that, hey, maybe I got. The ladies know what looks good, what doesn't look good. Us guys, we just, we go around. We're simple.
I know.
And so, the biggest thing when you hire an agent, and the right agent for this job, is having those hard conversations. Number one, trusting. Hopefully we built that trust in the process to tell you, you know what? It is that price. It ain't going to happen. And I know you don't want to hear that, but I'd much rather be honest to you than watch you carry 2 mortgage payments to, for whatever reason, things not work out well, and then here we're in the middle of the winter, and everybody and their brother comes on the market in spring.
Right.
More competition doesn't mean a better price. It means a lesser price.
That's true.
And so these are things that we do all the time. It's never easy.
No, it's not.
But number one, fair market value. Number 2, growth potential.
Yes.
Everybody wants to know that they buy the property. We've been blessed over the last 20, 30 years of real estate. It's appreciation. We want to know if we pay X for it, it's going to raise in value. If I get a transfer to Texas, I want to be able to sell it, any kind of cost, hopefully make a little pocket change, and get to Texas.
Exactly.
So those are big. Transfers, cost, legal fees, interest rates, all that comes into the factor of the buyer. Buyers are only going to hold properties 5 to 7 years. That's why a lot of the mortgages sometimes are front end loaded on interest. So things to think about. Number 3, we'll rapid fire these. Good overall condition. People are looking for a walkthrough property. They don't have to go fixer-upper. They're not looking for a fixer-upper. Number 4, modern lifestyle. Features and securities, very important. Want to be close to shopping, want to be close to Turkey Creek, close to downtown, and location. Nothing changes with real estate. It's location that shows in a route. Guys, thank you every week for tuning in to us. Real quick before I get off of here. Instagram, Ryan Coleman, CEO. It's Kentucky. It's Tennessee. It's 50-yard line. We're giving them away. Make sure you follow our page. This Tuesday, we're doing the drawing. Thank you guys for following us. 693-SOLD or RyanColeman.org. Have a good week.
pen?
Hello.
From senior day.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us. Here's a sneak peek. Look, so we're a sneak peek. Hopefully. Oh, that's.
So close.
Oh, so close.
It's so tiny.
So here's the bat cave. Hey, can I show them the bat cave?
Yeah.
Come on. All right. So here's a real quick sneak peek. Oh, look at this thing on the camera here.
Oh, so close.
This is where all the magic happens. This is the guy that makes it happen. This is what we do every week here, Real Estate with Ryan. Thank you guys for joining us. This is the contraption I got to push. Usually when I hit this button, it means we're out. See you.